I'm looking forward to Iowa and New Hampshire. The voters are going to be able to speak, and we're going to earn this nomination.
And in terms of these donors that are supporting me, they're just jealous. They wish that they were supporting them, but I'm not going to sit there and...
4 of the GOP candidates running for president are on stage in Alabama for a 4th debate tonight. Welcome back. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. You'll be able to see the full debate tonight at 8 on the CW San Diego. First, our political analyst Wendy Patrick is here with us tonight with the highlights, what we can expect to see later, and how former President Donald Trump isn't participating yet. He's still in the lead.
He's still in the lead, and he may not have participated directly, but obviously he was the invisible candidate on stage. But I have to say, the other candidates didn't let them they weren't thrown off their game by just making it about Donald Trump. In fact, if anything, I think this had more breakout moments than any of their other debates. I mean, they knew they had to bring their A game. It's the 4th and the final debate, and they did so.
And we had some notable confrontations. Things got personal the last time around. Are we seeing any elements of that in tonight's debate?
I would say even more so. You know, this is must-see TV, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, because they were talking about the issues. Yes, sometimes the drama gets in the way, and you wonder if a candidate is flash over substance, but I think you saw both tonight. And I mean, the issues that were discussed are the ones that we talk about around our kitchen tables, regardless of what party we belong to or if we're undecided.
And you're saying that Chris Christie actually is a little bit more magnanimous tonight?
Oh, magnanimous. I love that term. I think he actually had a bit of a moderator role in that he was really paying attention to the other candidates when they wouldn't answer questions. He actually defended Nikki Haley quite severely when Vivek went after her, even perhaps more so than in the last debate. There was some very colorful language that he used, but he really made some really good points, and you could tell they were good points because of the reaction of the audience.
Let's take a listen to what he said.
How you want to send our kids to die.
You do this at every debate. You go out on the stump and you say something. All of us see it on video. We confront you out on the debate stage. You say you didn't say it, and then you back away. And I want to say
exactly what I said, Chris.
I'm not done yet.
Well, this
now
is
look.
This is nonsense. This man is spewing. This man is spewing nonsense.
Let me tell you something. This is the 4th debate. The 4th debate that you would be voted in the first 20 minutes as the most obnoxious blowhard in America. So shut up for a little while.
And what were some of the other highlights that jumped out besides that? Because that is absolute fire right there. Like I said, Chris Christie, you mentioned he was kind of a moderator. No moderation there. He was all in going after Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah, definitely. One of the other highlights that stuck out to me is the way Nikki Haley really distinguished herself from the pack through, believe it or not, her smiling, her demeanor, her use of humor. You know, there were a couple of times that she was really kind of getting double teamed by both Ron and Vivek. And she basically said, you know, I am enjoying the attention, fellas, really kind of looking a little bit presidential in the sense that if you're the leader of the free world, you can't get into the mud with your opponents. You have to be able to actually have grace under pressure. And that's what she showed us.
And we had that, I think that was the sound we started with on this segment, her being smiling, magnanimous, gracious, and really owning the space.
And saying you're just jealous. I think they know that Nikki Haley is ticking up in the polls. She is getting that attention, and now she's turning that attention on her when her opponents are trying to criticize her.
Well, it's true. And, you know, there was another moment where, you know, Vivek was calling her corrupt and really going after her right after Ron DeSantis had done the same thing. And she really kind of took a break and said, you know, I'm enjoying the attention because what do we know? We all know that means you both are afraid I'm ahead in the polls. And so there was a real moment where she used that to her advantage as well.
Let's listen to the next clip that you pulled for us to hear.
The only person more fascist than the Biden regime now is Nikki Haley, who thinks the government should identify every one of those individuals with an ID. That is not freedom. That is fascism. And she should come nowhere near the levers of power, let alone the White House.
I love all the attention, fellas. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
definitely gracious. But you know who we haven't mentioned yet, and fewer people are mentioning in the polls as somebody they're interested in, is Ron DeSantis. He has been losing momentum. Did he do anything tonight to stop that?
I would say the short answer would be no. And here's why I say that. Not that I don't think he has good ideas or that he doesn't have a lot of support. But, you know, voters vote with their eyes as well as their ears. And optics was on full display tonight. And Ron's were not as positive as Nikki Haley's, I'll just say that. Vivek was sort of hyperactive tonight. And Chris Christie is always Chris Christie. But Ron DeSantis came right out of the gate on the attack. And I mean, I understand that's what's good. It's the fourth debate. But he talked about Republicans not stepping up. And whatever you want to do, you don't want to alienate the party that's going to be voting for you. Yeah. So that was some examples right from the beginning.
Yeah, and ultimately we'll see how much all of this actually matters when it comes to choosing the GOP candidate. Wendy Patrick, our analyst, we thank you so much for your time as always.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.